In today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to embroider on a baby onesie. This video is sponsored by All About Blanks, your place for blanks. I've got to tell you that these baby onesies are the softest in all the land. And what's really cool is they are custom designed for All About Blanks. In addition to the baby onesies, they have a few other unique and exclusive items, and you should absolutely check them out. Take a look here. I'll also have links in the description below. So today I'm going to teach you how to embroider on a baby onesie using two different kinds of embroidery machines. There are traditional flatbed home embroidery machines, and then there are the multi-needle that have a free arm. Now some home embroidery machines have a free arm as well, and they make embroidering baby onesies so much easier. But today I'm going to show you both of those methods. All the tools and supplies you're going to need are going to be in the description below. So grab your machine and let's get stitching. All the tools and materials are going to be the same for either method. First up, let's do the flatbed method. Find the center of the embroidery area on your baby onesie. I prefer using this method of using the straight flower head pins to find the center. Kind of use your hoop as a guide also to find the center. It's really nice using these little stickers as well because they help you get a really good idea of where the design is once your project is in the hoop. Use the hoop as a guide for how large to make your stabilizer. You are going to want to use a sheer cutaway stabilizer. Turn your onesie wrong side facing out, and we're going to place that sheer cutaway stabilizer onto the baby onesie. You can use different methods, but I do prefer using a little bit of spray adhesive. Just make sure you're spraying away from your embroidery machine. Make sure the onesie's nice and flat, and place the sticky adhesive side of that stabilizer now onto the onesie. Press it really good. Turn your onesie right side facing out, and now it is time to hoop the onesie. Now you're going to want to kind of consider which way this onesie is going to go into your machine. Most likely the opening, because it's at the bottom, that's where the end of the hoop is going to be. Just kind of double check with your machine though. And once you have decided where the attachment for the embroidery hoop and the machine is going to be, go ahead and hoop that baby onesie. Once you've got it into the hoop, pull the extra part of the onesie, exposing it to the outside, and then just roll all the extra pieces of that onesie out. And I like to use the flower head straight pins to pin the extra pieces of the onesie to the actual stabilizer, and or you can also kind of roll up the onesie and pin it to itself. The idea is to have a nice flat surface for all of your embroidery to be laid at without having that onesie so much in the way. Oftentimes this is referred to as puddling your project, because it kind of just puddles around the presser foot. Now thread your machine and put a brand new needle in it. Now center your design using whatever built-in editing features you have. Peel away that sticker or whatever marking you have, and lay a piece of clear wash-away stabilizer on top and begin stitching. While you're stitching, just kind of keep an eye on that onesie so that it doesn't jump inside the embroidery area. When you're finished stitching, you can very carefully remove your hoop from the machine. If you need to clip any extra threads, do so at this time. And now it's time to remove all the straight pins. If you had any tape on there, do that as well. Remove the hoop from the onesie, and that cutaway stabilizer that's on the wrong side of the onesie will need to be cut away. I like to use a duckbill applique pair of scissors for this. That way the scissors don't accidentally cut the onesie and they're only cutting the stabilizer. Now it's time to turn your onesie right side facing out and remove all that wash away stabilizer, and you can use some really good pointed tweezers to remove all those little extra bits. And just remember, what doesn't pull out will wash out. And you're all finished. Now method 2 is for a free arm embroidery machine versus the flatbed. Same hooping method. This time though, we're going to remove the flatbed portion and have a free arm. Some machines have this. check with your local dealer to see if your machine does have this. There are also multi-needle machines that have this option. The best part of this option is that you don't have to worry about puddling your materials inside that hoop. We're still going to use the same stickers and wash away on the top as we did before. This time it's just a lot easier because we don't have to worry about that material being puddled around the presser foot. Everything embroidered is great. Just double check that nothing's stitched on the wrong side. And just like before, you're going to remove the stabilizer. On the top, you're going to remove the excess stabilizer on the wrong side of that baby onesie, and all that little bit of wash away stabilizer you can remove with tweezers. And there you go. You have created a beautiful onesie for the baby in your life with two different methods. It really depends on the kind of machine you have, but I wanted to show you both of these methods. That way it will give you encouragement and empower you to not be afraid of these little baby onesies. They're not as bad as they seem.